So before selecting or assigning a coil tubing string to perform a job on a particular well, coil tubing engineer makes sure that the string which is selected for that well must be able to withstand the maximum tensile load when it is at the bottom of the well. In addition, it must be able to withstand a certain overpull in case BH gets stuck in the wellbore. To understand this, let's see this diagram. Here we have a well with 10,000 feet depth. So let's say we run 1.5 inch coil in this well. So when this coil will be at the bottom of this wellbore, its weight which will be at the surface, it will be approximately 18,000, assuming that the well is filled with the water. So this string must be able to withstand 18,000 pounds at the surface, because at the surface 18,000 pounds will be acted. In addition to this 18,000, it must be able to withstand a certain overpull, so that if unluckily it gets stuck, we must be able to release that coil tubing string. In deeper wells, we prefer to use tapered CD string. I hope that you people will be able to understand that why we use tapered string in deeper wells. So if you know that why we use tapered string in deeper wells, let me know in the comment box. So otherwise we will discuss in our next video about the tapered string. The other criteria which the coil tubing string must be satisfy is that it can achieve the maximum reach required in case of horizontal wells. If it reaches to target depth in horizontal well, it must be able to transfer a certain weight to it, especially when we are performing milling jobs with coil tubing. So to understand this, let's consider this diagram. So in this diagram we have a horizontal well. So the coil tubing string which we are selecting to perform a particular job, it must be able to reach up to the target depth, because coils with different diameters are have different horizontal reach. For example, if we are running 1.5 inch coil tubing string, it's quite possible that it is unable to reach to the target depth. So we have to increase the diameter of the string to increase the reach of the wellbore. The other criteria which it must follow must be satisfied is that in addition to reach to the maximum depth in the horizontal well, it must be able to transfer the weight on the bit, especially if we are performing milling job, because to perform milling job we have to provide a certain weight on the bit. The third criteria which the coil tubing string must satisfy is that it must be able to allow the maximum required pumping rate within allowable pumping pressure. And the fourth criteria is the burst and collapse pressure limits must be within the working pressure range. That is, it must be able to withstand the maximum internal and external pressure which we have to encounter during the job. That's all for this lecture. The detailed discussion about all these 4 parameters will be covered in upcoming videos. So if you found this video useful, do share it with your friends. Thank you very much.